realized when we were putting the graphic on there that I can see over the top. I don't know if you can. You need to stand on your tiptoes.
My eyes.
So we'll let that graphic go away now.
Yeah.
Welcome to Worship Wednesday.
Oh, no, it's just black screen.
Gotta go to a green screen one. Yep. We are glad that you're with us. Again, we're starting a little early this week so that we can chat with you and see how life is going. So if you want to join us, Angela will be getting her, that's the verse I was talking about. Angela will be getting her phone out and chatting with you. What?
It's your gentle way of being like, no, I told you not to go to that one. Give it back to me.
I was going to check my Facebook. I can't do it on here. All right, so share this post. Invite people to join us. Tag them in the comments. Today, Angela picked out the worship set, so if you don't like it, no.
Email me at john@familybible.church.
With an H, because then it won't get sent
Don't
to me.
do an H.
But they're all pretty familiar songs, and I think you'll enjoy today. I know you will. You better.
Becca Shearer is here. Jordan I is already here. Also, make sure you say hey in the comments if we don't see you. That way we know you're here, because we can't always see everybody. Because I can only see who I'm actually friends with, and if I'm not friends with you on Facebook, I should be. So then send me a friend request.
Yeah, it's not personal. Don't take it personal.
I didn't mean that in a personal way. I just mean if they're watching, I'm probably friends with them in real life.
Let me know what you're watching on, too. If you're watching on your phone, if you're watching on your computer, if you're on the TV, I'd like to know how you are joining with us. What you doing? It's going to say busy. That's what I was saying earlier. It doesn't want to do anything else. Do you need it brighter?
No, you need it. It's like really bright.
Okay. You come back over here. You got to do it on the computer.
See, there I go. Trying to help out, make it easy. Doesn't work that way. What are you guys up to today? Did you have a good weekend?
Is that better?
What'd you do on Memorial Day? I don't know. I can't see yet.
I don't know if we're in focus here.
Does everybody have someone in their families specifically that they celebrated on Memorial Day? Huh?
How are we doing?
We're doing good. I know the last couple of days, the kids and I have been outside like 24/7. So we have all been sleeping real good. We got a slip and slide yesterday, which they thought was hilarious. And we put soap on it. You know, we did it right. They were flying. Allie Johnson's here. Hello, hello.
Allie, grab your guitar. Join us. Jam with us.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know I was a dork last week about the whole baritone guitar thing, but you have to understand. I'm a musician.
Here we go again.
I went to school for this stuff, and I really enjoy this, but it's new for me, so it's exciting. But I started on bass guitar. That was my instrument. It's one of my all-time favorite ones. And now I'm playing guitar almost like a bass guitar, but a full 6-string in a lower tone.
Why are you looking at me? I don't understand.
I'm just saying, it's cool. Geek out with me.
Carrie Shurig is here.
Again, leave a comment. Let us know you're here. Tell us how things are going. How did you celebrate Memorial Day? We had my parents over.
For lunch?
For
a
lunch.
Picnic?
And we gave air hugs. And then we went to her family's that evening and the cousins had a blast. It was a lot of fun, and ended up doing a parade with a tractor and some trailers with the kids were driving in, and I was on a bike like the Wicked Witch of the West. And then had some good food. Angela made a great key lime pie.
And a strawberry rhubarb pie.
Mm-hmm.
With ice cream.
And I had 2 pieces of peanut butter pie. That was a bad day. I worked out yesterday, so it didn't make up for it.
Yeah, it was good for the soul, that's for sure.
Is anybody commenting?
Let's see. Allie Letha's here. She gave a wave. Hello, hello. Stacey Avery, Becca Shear. I would. Oh, I really
should dust
should
off your violin. Do
yes,
it.
You should.
Go grab it.
And then you just told us that you play violin.
Uh-oh.
Which means.
Do you play by ear, Becca? Or do you play with lead sheets or sheet music? Because I know one week somebody asked for the violin lead sheet, and I was like, nope.
Not nope because you're mean, but nope because we don't have it.
We don't use those. We do. We just don't use them.
Stacy, what did you guys do for Memorial Day? Were you guys at the campground? Or were you at home?
I think they were at the campground. I saw them on the Facebooks. Is Potawatomi? Is that where they're at?
Potawatomi. Yes.
Potawatomi.
Oh no.
Yeah, we're in one of those moods today.
Oh no.
We're a little punch drunk today. I'm being tired. I've been studying all morning for my sermon on Sunday. I'm preaching on Malachi, and
I can't believe you just did it.
you wait till Sunday. Malachi, and so my head is like swirling.
It'll be good to rest in some worship, for sure. Although you're the crazy one playing with the cool guitar.
Yeah, I have to process a lot while I'm doing that.
Becca said, I haven't played in a few years and I've only played with sheet music.
Mm.
Hey, now's the time.
Yeah, and if you know scales, most people who know scales can dink along and play by ear because you know if you're in the key of D, what notes you can play in that key.
Stacy says, yes, we've been at the campground for a week. Jealous. Came home today to do laundry and watch worship. Yes, we are at Potawatomi.
Potawatomi.
Stop it.
We have to get our camper out of storage and fix it.
Yeah. That's, I think, probably our June project.
Or this weekend.
You have to finish the bathroom.
I know.
That was your own fault. We got good songs for you guys today, though. Reminder, share this post, start a watch party, tag people.
Oh, I can hear us talking on there. I was like, what is that?
I forgot to silence it.
Did you like that one? That is not in the scale that I was supposed to be playing.
So I said that I bought the kids a slip and slide. It was literally on sale for like $4.99.
Oh, nice.
I know.
didn't know that.
Yeah, and so of course I was doing it with them, but I was sliding on my knees, so the tops of my feet today kill.
I did it a couple times too.
You did. You didn't do it as much as me though.
There's a pretty awesome slow-mo video of me doing it on my phone.
My feet were red.
I'm an old man, but I also have awful balance. So when I did it, my arms were flailing all over the place trying to make sure I didn't fall over.
It's pretty funny.
It's hilarious.
It is.
She enjoys laughing at me. The dancer who doesn't fall over even if you push her.
I laugh with you. Oh, I'm sorry.
She's like a cat, always lands on her feet. So again, comment, talk to us. I saw some church people this morning when I was downtown studying. We have some guest worship leaders Sunday.
You don't have to see our faces.
Yeah, and so they're leading as I'm preaching, and it's just so evident that when you see people that you haven't seen in a long time or you're desperate for interaction after being quarantined, we recorded the worship and then they proceeded to sit down. And I was like, yeah, I really got to get to sermon prep. And they're like, okay. And just sat there and kept talking, and I was like, oh yeah, all right, this is normal now. And I had no problem with it because I loved sitting and talking with them, but I was telling them that it's funny because anytime we have someone stop by the house now, they're like, sorry for bothering you. And you're like, no, you're not bothering us. Please stay, talk. I need someone to talk to. And there's a little bit of desperation there, but...
It's always funny, too, because it's like a quick drop-off, and then they end up staying for 45 minutes on our front porch.
Yeah.
But it's good.
We miss people. No one's commenting.
Everyone's just listening.
Are we that entertaining? No.
Memorial Day. What'd you guys do? What'd you eat? Did you make anything fun? I know Allie made something fun for dessert. Allie?
Something with pears, right?
To share.
Should we turn the light on? It's a little dark.
Did you make it too dark, or do we have clouds now?
I don't know. Is it too dark?
Do you care?
Doesn't matter. Somebody said hi.
Jeannie is here.
Crystal Gibbs.
Hello,
Hello.
hello.
Haha, yes. I made a pear galita. Yeah, that looked really good. I used to shave with Gillette, so... Punch drunk, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
She said that she would make me a batch of biscuits the next time she makes them.
Aw.
She invited me to some cooking thing on Facebook. Were you a part of that? What you got cooking good looking? That's what it's called.
Oh, the Facebook group where they
Yeah.
share like their dinners and
Yeah.
stuff? Yes, no, I am not on that.
Okay, she
Rochelle
posted
is.
the biscuit, and I was like, oh, I love me some biscuits. And she said, next time around, I'll make you a batch. And I was like, yes.
Can't be running.
Mm.
You need to drink some of your coffee.
Yeah, I made some cold brew. It's real good.
Mhm.
This defines our relationship, by the way. It's usually me being a dork and making her laugh. That's what she fell in love with. Guess I better start baking.
Bacon,
Yeah.
bacon.
Right now. Andrea Hudson's here. I took my kids out for ice cream on Memorial Day. Nice. Did you go to local, like Sidetracks or? Oh, Ice Cream Dream's open now too. I saw that.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, the other day I drove by. Hi, Wes.
Well, I get so confused with Ice Cream Dream because like it goes up for sale and then I think it sells
Right.
and then they're open again the
I
next
know
year.
a couple bought it last year, and they were excited to improve upon it and stuff. Becca, do you live in Marshall? I don't think you do. So where did you go get your ice cream from? Wes, I forgot to tell you. I just got an email today that class that I signed our sound guys up for broadcast mixing, the first lesson came out today. So I'll send that to you later. Parma
and
ice
if
cream.
any of you are interested in becoming a
Thought
part of
you were in that
the
direction.
sound/camera/computer crew,
Once
let
we
this guy know.
are able to gather again.
Or if any of your kids are and they are responsible middle schoolers or high schoolers, let him know.
So she went to Parma ice cream. She lives in Parma. So you're like 10, 15 minutes away from Spring Arbor. Right? Yeah. Because I used to drive through there. I would drive through Parma and then take a right. Parma.
Maybe a chicken parm. Spit on my face.
Jen Popovitz is here.
Jen Poppy.
I feel like we're starting this too early.
Well, it's hard because some weeks everyone's really talkative, some weeks they're not. Last week was super talkative and it was fine.
Did you go to that ice cream place by your house that we went to that one time? What is that place called?
I have no idea what it's called.
I think it's called that ice cream place by their house.
A couple blocks away.
Yeah. Tanya!
She made it!
Glad to have you with us, Tanya. I loved seeing Stone's boat that he built the other day. I feel like I talk a lot about your family on here, and it probably is a little creepy, but you always post real fun stuff.
That reminded me when John was youth pastor and they did Survivor. we would always have an event where they had to build their team had to build a raft or a boat of some sort, and they had to make it a certain distance of the river without sinking. What were they in? Oh, tubs.
Because they would pack their clothes. They had to fit all of their clothes in a gallon tote or 7-gallon
like a
tote.
Rubbermaid big one.
And then I would say, dump out all your stuff, and you have to use these totes to get across the river. It was hilarious.
They would always sink.
Wes made milkshakes at home. Nice.
Yum.
That sounds good. One of my favorite milkshakes of all time is the Andy's Mint milkshake at Arby's. I love that. Steak and Shake has good ones too.
Do you guys like milkshakes or do you like malts? Come on in the section.
I hear a child.
I hear a child.
Nope. Down by my down parents. They have Hudsonville ice cream. I had Monster. Oh, you're rubbing it in. She had Monster Cookie. That is my favorite ice cream. The ice cream place by our house is called Dairy Delight. Tanya, I also shared, but I saw that Yana was honored for being valedictorian and that she was interviewed by the news. That is awesome. That's super cool. And we congratulated all of our graduates this past Sunday in our service. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that and you're interested in that, I would highly recommend going to our website or checking out our Facebook page. You can find it under videos. Our service from this past week honored college and high school graduates. Was I wrong? Was I wrong?
Yeah, it wasn't her.
Was that her?
She just opened her door to see if we were doing something.
Oh, okay. Either as long as there. Oh, Wes said either as long as there's ice cream involved, malts or shakes.
Yeah, I like a good malt. I mean, I love milkshakes, but like
Is
the
there malt in
highlight
that?
malts.
Yeah. Is that the Blue Moon thingy?
I'd always get a Blue Moon malt, and then anywhere else I go that serves Blue Moon, and I ask for it in malt form, they're always like, "Oh, I've never made that before." But at the highlight, oh, that's the best.
We haven't been to the highlight yet. We need to. Oh, the people that recorded worship. Should I just say who it is? Jake and Phoebe.
Oh yeah, you get to hear Jake and Phoebe this Sunday, which would be really nice.
Went to the Copper and got burgers after.
Oh, nice.
And I've heard really good things about their burger. I haven't had one yet.
Yeah, they also have really good chicken nachos.
And they have good. Oh, Philly cheesesteak. I had a Philly cheesesteak there once, and it was one of the closest to legit Philly cheesesteaks that I've had. Delicious. Hey, there's Phoebe. I just mentioned her. Ahoy, B. Smith.
Your
Congratulations.
ears must have been itching.
Congratulations to all of the Smiths on a new child.
I don't think they announced that yet on Facebook. Just ignore what he just said.
I said on a new mild salsa that they make at home.
Oh, the Smiths make the best salsa.
Yeah, they do.
Homemade salsa.
Real good. Hey, guys. Yeah, so if you ever want salsa, you should ask Lori for the recipe. That's what I was getting at.
Lori
Kraft is watching.
So sorry. Oh, man. So all the new people here who've just joined, what'd you do for Memorial Day? Do you have someone like specific in your families that you celebrate on Memorial Day? Or is it just traditional Memorial Day for you guys?
I shared on yesterday because we didn't have a Monday. I mean, we did, but not on here. And so I shared that my uncle Ron, who I never met, passed away in Vietnam. And we were able to talk about him a little bit and found out that he had 9 medals. And one of those medals was the Silver Star, which is like closest to the Medal of Honor.
And he had a Purple Heart.
And a Purple Heart. And still hard for my dad to talk about. And he told us a little bit behind the scenes, and my mom did too. And it's hard. It's really hard. But it's also an honor to know that he gave his life for our freedom. And we just try and celebrate that every year. And the local VFW is named after him too in Tecumseh, which I think is cool.
That's really cool.
I think it's in Tecumseh. Maybe it's in Fremont. Pam Girton, welcome.
Hey, Pammy. Your ears must have been itching too. You were just talking. Everyone we keep mentioning keeps popping
Everybody
up.
has allergies, I guess.
Has anyone else's allergies been awful the last few days? I've had one huge sneezing attack today specifically, just why these beauties are on, because my eyes just like start itching so bad. But I sneezed like 8 times in a row this morning. It was awful. I hate doing that. Allie says, yes, they're awful. I hate them.
Actually, she said, ugh, use.
Did you have to? Come on.
Sorry. Can't hear you. I think that's your fault. Everybody else can hear us, Pam. Everybody else can hear us, right?
But if she can't hear us, then she's not going to know what you just said.
What's that say?
Stacy, the pollen has been awful this weekend at the camper. It's made my sinuses crazy. Yes.
You're welcome. Can everybody else hear us?
I mean, I'm assuming yes. They're all responding.
It is 2:55. We have 5 minutes until we start music, but we are still wanting to chat with you and talk with you. I realized something about
Ross is here.
myself yesterday.
Olivia Meister. Hi, Olivia Meister.
Olivia, hi. And Ross. I look bored when I'm on camera, and I apologize for that. There was a moment yesterday when Nick and Chris and I were talking about Sunday service, and I exhaled, and it looked like I was like, oh, I want this to be over with, and that was not the case at all. I'm working on my nonverbals.
He's working on them.
But when I watched that, because we are on a delay, and I happened to look at my phone, and I was like, oh, no, that's not, I didn't mean to. So if I do look bored, I'm just awkward. It's not that I am bored. I also...
He would look the same if you were sitting in front of him.
Which
it's
is not a
the
good thing.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's not the camera. It's just...
What she's saying is if you're here, I will look bored.
I'm saying you're awkward in general.
Johnny Marino, audio is quiet. We just turned you up louder and we can hear you fine now. Just don't shout at us.
Oh.
Lori Kraft. I'll turn up the audio a little bit. Lori asked about the thing on my arm. It's a bruise. I fell on my arm. Oh, there's Holly. No, I got a tattoo. You're right. That was back in last October. Can I tell the whole story? What do you want me to do?
There's not a lot of people that are watching right now that don't know.
Yeah, Angela and I had a miscarriage a couple years ago. And part of the healing process, I just really felt like I needed to memorialize that. And so you can see here, Kelsey's here. I've got 2 trees and a bird. So the trees represent Everett and Evie, the smaller one being Everett, being the younger, and then the bird is the baby that we lost. And Angela and I have been through a lot with that, and it was just one of those things that I felt like I needed to be able to see every day to remember that. But what was cool afterwards is that the verses came to mind. They will be planted like trees near living water, and how important that is for us to plant our kids in the living water in Christ. And also the verse that says his eyes on the sparrow, and how cool it is that he knows that child, even though he's, we don't know, in heaven. But his eye is still on that child. So that's why I got it. And I'm not condoning tattoos. I'm not telling you to get one. I'm not saying anything. This was something that I needed to do, is all I'm saying. And my mom loves it.
We'll end it there.
So it is 2:58. We have 2 minutes till we start music. So you can continue to invite people, tag them in the comments, share it, start your own watch party.
Actually, yeah, I'm going to tag. Whoops, not that.
Looks like it's starting to heal.
And remember, get your mom says I love you, though.
See, that's a good thing to remember. Even though we disagree with each other, we can still love each other. Just like the world today, we can disagree and yet still love, right?
Lori said, I knew the story, but it was good for others to hear it.
Yeah.
It gives you an opportunity to share your story with others. Yeah, totally does. It's kind of Danny hit on that on their Voices interview on Tuesday.
Watch that if you have not.
Yeah, when you go through traumatic things, I mean, John and I both healed very differently through that whole thing, but there was a space of time where we didn't tell anybody. Except for family, just because we needed our own time to heal without everybody else. And when I did start to open up to a few of my closer friends, you know, you realize how many people, not even how many people go through it, because a lot of people go through it, but people who go through the same trauma as you, it opens up a door of relationalism that you didn't have before. And so maybe it was somebody you couldn't even connect with before, and now you have something to connect with them with, and you can talk about it and go through things together. So yeah, watch Danny and Jeremy's interview, their Voices interview on Tuesday. It's phenomenal, the stuff that they've been through. She is a phenomenal woman, and he is a phenomenal husband and person, and they are just, you probably haven't had a chance to meet Danny. Jeremy, they've been coming to the church for a couple of years now. Mm-hmm. Jeremy works in the sound booth, sometimes on computer, and his kids are involved, but she doesn't always get the opportunity to come, and if you watch it, you'll kind of see why. But yeah, just what trauma can do, and people heal in different ways and need different things, and so there's a lot of people in our church who have gone through miscarriages, a lot of people in our church who have gone through cancer, a lot of people in our church who have gone through really big traumatic things, and if you can find your people and help each other grow and get out of that place of trauma, it's a good thing.
Yep. So, with that being said,
Libby's here. Wes, missing baseball, John? Are you just happy that the Tigers aren't losing?
I am. They're winning virtually. All of the what are they called?
Chris is here. Jeremy Hamilton, everybody. This is who I was just talking about. Jeremy and Danny. Jeremy just said, "You'll be surprised to find out I'm not a single dad."
Oh, jeez.
I'm really sorry if anyone said that to you.
Yeah, he's not.
I think we just.
Danny's great too.
I mean, we know Danny exists, so we don't think about that part.
Wes, to answer your question, I desperately miss the Tigers, and I know they're shooting for July to possibly start some sort of season. I'm really excited for that, and so is Angela. She loves it when it's baseball season.
I'll be excited for him. He'll be a happier person.
Oh, I'm not
kidding, but he misses it a lot.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this first song is called "Sea of Victory." Also, I turned up the volume. Did that help? Let me know. Brandon, how you doing, man? So this song speaks to exactly what we were just talking about, that sometimes you need to share your story, share your darkness, because when you do that, you are also sharing that even in that trial that God is triumphant. And what Danny said yesterday was amazing, and she talked a lot about how even though she hasn't been healed of this thing that she has and everything that's gone on, that she's still trusting God and has hope in Him and knows that He is victorious. And I think sometimes we can get caught up in that negativity of, why does this happen? I just read an article today about a former worship leader, former band member in a Christian band who has given up on God. And it makes my heart hurt, because I'm sure that he has seen a lot of things in churches that he doesn't like and doesn't agree with, and it's made him bitter towards God. And I just know that in my life, in those times, God has always been there. And when you come out the other side, it's just you have a desire to give praise to him. So I pray for that guy, that he has that desire again. And I'm hoping that this morning you will too. This afternoon. It's 3 p.m. Wow.
You do that every week.
I am a worship leader on
You're
Sunday
like,
morning.
good morning, everybody.
So we're going to sing Sea of Victory, and I hope it speaks to your heart. Darkness falls, it won't prevail. 'Cause the God I serve knows only how to triumph. My God will never fail. No, my God will never fail. But I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. The battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. There's power in the mighty name of Jesus. Every war he wages, he will win. I'm not backing down from any giant. I know how this story ends. Yes, I know how this story ends. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. Sing that again. You take what the enemy meant for evil, and you turn it for good. You turn it for good. And I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord. I'm gonna see a victory. I'm gonna see a victory. For the battle belongs to you, Lord.
Love that.
Jeremy, you better have your guitar out. I know you built one. And I know you say you don't play, but I think you do. So I hope that you're playing with us.
You just called him a liar.
No,
I think you're
no,
lying.
I'm saying he says like, oh, I'm not good enough to play. But at home, you're fine. And other people who are wanting to join us, go ahead and join us. Brandon, I know you play. You've got like 8 guitars now. So go ahead and join us. Chord charts are on the screen. You can follow along. We love to be able to do that with you.
I know you guys keep seeing me touch my nose. It's just because it's so itchy from allergies. Don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. I just don't want people to be watching me and be like, just touch your face again. Just touch your face again.
Even if you play drums or play the chair, join us. brought me out of darkness. You have filled me with peace. Giver of mercy, you're my help in time of need. Hi, Patty. Lord, I can't help but sing. Faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. Beautiful Savior, you have brought me near. You pulled me from the ashes. You have broken every curse. Blessed Redeemer, you have set this captive free. Lord, I can't help but sing. Faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. Sing that again. Faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. Yes, you are. All your promises are yes and amen. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. I will rest in your promises. My confidence is your faithfulness. Faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. Yes, you are. All your promises are yes and amen. Faithful, faithful you are. Faithful forever you will be. Faithful you are. Yes, you are. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. All your promises are yes and amen. It's really cool that we just sang that song, considering Lori's comment to Jeremy. I loved seeing you and Danny yesterday and hearing your story. Your love for God and each other was so evident and real. God will bring good. We can trust in his promises. And we just sang of that, and I think that's pretty awesome. I mentioned to my mom yesterday how I loved that when Chris asked, what have you learned through this, to Jeremy, that when Jeremy started to talk, Danny just looked at him with like adoration in her eyes, and I thought that was a really cool testament to your marriage. ahead.
If the lyrics ever disappear, it's because the app on the phone force quits randomly sometimes, and so then I have to close it out and find it, and so just bear with me if that happens again.
Doing it wrong
You're
too?
on harmony.
Ha! Maybe we shouldn't do this one.
Is that the every little thing is gonna be just fine? Yeah, you threw me off. I didn't know you were ready. Favorite weights. There we go. We did this one a few weeks ago, maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. So it's newer. It's a Hillsong Young and Free. So if you like it, look it up. If we can sing it right. Your favorite weights within the future. My dreams are small compared to yours. Why should I worry about tomorrow when I know that all I gotta do is trust you, Lord? Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Behind the scenes and in the details, you plan the perfect way for me. Why would I dwell upon those uncertainties when all I gotta do is look to you? Yeah, all I gotta do is look to you. Every little thing's gonna be alright. Every little thing's gonna be just fine. Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Every little thing, every little thing. Every little thing, everything will be alright.
Patty, I love that you're worshiping through typing. Others can do that as well. Just worship the Lord with us.
Whether I can see it now, I know you will work it out for good. Every little thing, everything will be alright. Every little thing, every little thing. Every little thing, everything will be alright.
Just a good reminder.
Yeah, well, I feel like it's a peaceful song. I mean,
Their version's not. Right? Isn't that kind of like sequence beats and
they keep it pretty chill for young and
Do they?
free.
for you?
It's just a reminder that if your eyes, because that verse of He works everything for good, reminder that your eyes should be on him. And as long as you're searching him and searching for his good, you will find the good.
If Brandon is still joining us, I have to geek out. This is my baritone guitar.
Oh, jeez. For everyone else who's already heard this.
Yeah, I'm in a drop D tuning, but into the key of A. So I'm playing this with made-up chords and a D tuning in the key of A. So if you're playing along with us, you can play, but you're going to be playing in the key of A. I'm just playing different chords, so don't watch my hands.
But yeah, that's for Brandon, because Brandon would understand everything you just said.
And hopefully you just geeked out too, Brandon. Hello, Anna Kohler. And Angie. All right. I've carried a burden for too long on my own. I wasn't created to bear it alone. I hear your invitation to let it all go. I see it now, I'm laying it down, and I know that I need you. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, oh. You saw my condition, had a plan from the start. Your son for redemption, the price for my art. And I don't have a context for that kind of love. I don't understand, I can't comprehend. I know is I need you. I run to the Father, fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, again and again and again. Oh, oh, my heart has been in your sight long before my first breath, running into your arms, running in life from death. I feel this rush deep in my chest. Your mercy is calling out. Just as I am, you pull me in, and I know I need you now. I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart found a surgeon, my soul found a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again and again. Oh, I run to the Father, I fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart found a surgeon, my soul found a friend. So I'll run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, again and again and again. Oh,
into your love. Oh, your love. When I'm lost, you pursue me. Lift my head to see your glory, Lord of all. So beautiful. Here in you I find shelter, captivated by the splendor of your face. My secret place, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in and lean into your love. Oh, your love. Your love so deep is washing over me. Your face is all I see. You are my everything. Jesus Christ, you are my one desire. Lord, hear my only cry, to know you all my life. Your love so deep is washing over me. Your face is all I see. You are my everything. Jesus Christ, you are my one desire. Lord, hear my only cry, to know you all my life. I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your love.
What time is it?
It is 3:28.
Nice. We've got 3 songs left, and 2 of them are hymns. So we're gonna
Yes.
close kind of on a traditional hymn note.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Graves into Gardens is a newer song, and we introduced it a number of weeks ago. Really like this song. Hopefully we can remember how to do it. Haven't done it in a couple weeks.
True. You'll get it.
I searched the world, but it couldn't fill me. A man's empty praise and treasures that fade, never enough. And you came along and put me back together, and every desire is now satisfied here in your love. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Oh, there's nothing better than you. Lord, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. Oh, I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Lord, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. 'Cause the God of the mountain that I saw based on this video the other day. Evidently, there's some sort of social media trend when people in their homes will turn this song on and turn it to the bridge and crank it up, and anybody in the room, no matter what, has to slam what's in their hand on the dun 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 bah, on the bridge. And 9 times out of 10 they do it when someone's drinking a glass of water or milk or something. Even the kids, like at dinner, and they'll just be like, "Oh, come on," and they have to do it. And I think that's hilarious.
It's hilarious. There was one where the mom was cooking something, or I think she just had water in the pot, but it came on and she totally had the face of like, no. Like, I don't advise to do that with my children, but it's funny to watch.
I'm trying to think of what song from our album they could do that on. What's the...
probably You Are Good.
That's what I was thinking. What's the bridge?
You are close to the broken heart.
Yeah. But
Fierce in a cocky.
It's not really a beat again.
You're my friend. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't need this guitar anymore.
No, you
Sorry, buddy. Oh, am I leading this one or are you?
This is you.
Hopefully the words are the same. Sometimes the words on our lyrics and my lyrics are different.
Truth.
All to Jesus I surrender. All to Him I freely give. I will ever love and trust Him in His presence daily live. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. All to Jesus I surrender. Humbly at His feet I bow. Worldly pleasures all forsaken. Take me, Jesus, take me now. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all to Jesus I surrender. Lord, I give myself to Thee. Fill me with Thy love and power. Let Thy blessing fall on me. I surrender all. I surrender all to Thee, my blessed Savior. I surrender all. So we're going to close out with a simple chorus. There's something about that name. And the Gaithers wrote this one, so the harmonies are crazy weird on it. And we attempted it earlier, and it was meh.
We
So,
were laughing pretty hard.
yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Pam,
But it's one of our favorites, so we wanted to do it.
Pam, I expect you to be singing the alto part, just like the Gaithers would. Get that southern drawl in there.
Southern draw, put some hairspray in your hair.
Jesus, Jesus.
Done
My mom, Pam, used to have VHS tapes of all the Gaither homecomings, is what they were called, when all of the Southern Gospel groups would join together in one room. And I loved them when I was a kid. I absolutely loved them. To hear the harmonies that they did and see them all come together and just have so much joy for singing worship together. And these people are talented. So this is a song that I used to hear in those and love the Gaithers, love their music. So we're going to close out with this song, There's Something About That Name, once Angela gets back after talking to our daughter who's on the stairs. Is that Evie? Evie's eager to get down here. All right.
Okay. And as this is the last song, maybe just close your eyes. Maybe just make this a prayer of yours. Hopefully, if you're having a bad day, this has turned your day. And just give the day to God and start fresh right now. Jesus, 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 there's just something about that name. Master, Savior, Jesus, like a fragrance after the rain. Jesus, 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 let all heaven and earth proclaim. Kings and kingdoms may all pass away, but there's something about that name.
See how crazy the harmonies are? These are some jazzy chords, people.
It's good. It's good for the soul. They knew what they were doing. One more time. Jesus, 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 there's just something about that name. Master, Savior, Jesus, like a fragrance after the rain. Jesus, 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 let all heaven and earth proclaim. Kings and kingdoms may all pass away, but there's something about that name.
Stacy, wow, that takes me back. Yeah, I know a lot of people remember the Gaithers growing up, and it's a joy to sing those songs. I love that Al still picks out our hymns, and sometimes we have these like classics that everybody just knows. Yeah,
And
so
like you said last week, if you guys joined last week, we talked a lot about peace. And John had said at one point, when you're feeling overwhelmed or whatever's going on, that there's a lot of power just in the name of Jesus. And to think of that power in such a sweet song is such a paradox, but it's good.
I've had many moments when we were working at the church where I'd be overly stressed or trying to write a sermon or do something, and I would go into the sanctuary and just sing this a cappella, because it is such a peace-bringing song. That and Sanctuary, and there's just a lot of good classic repetitive songs that mean something to people. But we still are asking for you to send us requests.
Yeah, we didn't get any last week.
Last week we didn't get any, and this is still going to be going on for quite a while now. So send us requests and send a message to Angela or me. Email us. Don't do it in the comments because we'll probably miss it. But we are so glad that you joined us today, And feel free to share this again when it's done, and tell people to jump to a half hour in, since we started like 2:30 or something today. But we're glad to be able to worship with you. We're looking forward to being able to do that in person. We love all of you, and we hope that you have a great rest of the day. Thanks.